Hey everyone, this time the first place we're going to start is the landing site within Tallon Overworld. In this video we're going to be tackling the acquisition of the coveted Chozo Artifacts. Unlike some of the other pickups in the game, you'll need all 12 of these items to be able to unravel the mysterious events that occurred on Tallon 4 and to beat the game. In order to collect our very first artifact, we'll just need the missile launcher and to navigate our way through some cliffs and hallways. I won't spoil it for those that don't know what happens here, but you'll come to find this place is pretty important in Samus's mission. Welcome to Impact Crater. Now that we've arrived, make your way through this hallway, use a missile to destroy the lock barring the door, and navigate around the ruinous halls of what seems to be an ancient temple. Once you make your way down to the clearing, your first artifact will be hanging out in the open under a Chozo totem pole of sorts. Once you grab it, you can also scan the pillars surrounding the totem pole to get clues to the locations of the other 11 artifacts. Or, you can just watch the rest of this video. Whatever floats your boat. On that note, be sure to throw a like on this video and subscribe if you'd like to see more game guides in the future. For our second artifact, we are going to make our way to a room called Lava Lake in Magmoor Caverns. Take out the few baddies that are in your way as soon as you approach the lava, and then you just have to shoot a couple missiles at the pillar in the center of the room. Once you've done this, you'll see the second artifact, so go ahead and use your space jump boots to secure it for yourself. Artifact number 3 is a bit farther into Magmoor Caverns and we'll start in the monitor station to get it. First, you'll need to take care of a handful of turrets that guard the station. They're obnoxious, but a couple missiles should wipe them out quickly. Next, make your way up the scaffolding and cliffs onto the roof of the station, which will allow access to the artifact's chamber. There's one more turret on the way, so make sure to get it before it gets you. There are also some puffers floating around on your way up, but it's probably best to try and avoid them. Once on the roof of the monitoring station, activate the morph ball and use the spinner to raise a bridge to allow yourself to cross the massive gap between the roof and the cavern wall. From here, we just need to take a nice little stroll along the cliff and enter the chamber containing the artifact. That's another artifact in the bag. The fourth artifact will require us to make our way back to the Sunchamber by first beginning in a room called the Sun Tower. Step 1 is going to be clearing the way back into the Sunchamber by unblocking the spider track on the wall. You'll notice I take care to destroy the Warwasp hives, and I recommend doing the same. Next, there are some hidden symbols in the room that need to be uncovered. A couple well-placed super missiles will do the trick here. Once the faceplates have been destroyed, scan the 4 symbols hidden across the room to activate them and clear the track up the wall. As you climb, the trick for navigating the spider track is to sit on the fronts of the cubes until an opening presents itself to avoid getting launched across the room, which would force you to restart. From here, we just need to take a scenic tour of the lovely Chozo ruins. I hear it's wonderful this time of year. And now that we're at our lovely hotel destination, we need to eliminate the Chozo ghosts that insist on taking our luggage to our room. Seriously, they just can't take a hint! Super missiles should convince them to scatter. Once the glowing bellhops have been kicked to the curb, we can snag our 4th artifact. For the 5th artifact, we'll be traversing the depths of Tallon Overworld and exploring the Life Grove. As an added bonus to the artifact, we'll go ahead and snag the X-ray visor after dropping into the room. After receiving the visor upgrade, go ahead and plop down into the morph ball and detonate a power bomb. After a moment, the bomb will have its effect and plow through the surrounding walls, revealing a watery oasis. Go ahead and roll your way into this new area where there's a deeper section of water. Within this pool, you'll notice a dark gray cover that can be broken with a morph ball bomb. Once broken, a pillar will rise out of the water, exposing a spinner, which, when activated, will reveal a second pillar harboring the artifact we're looking for. Back out of the pool to higher ground, and hop on up to snag yourself yet another Chozo artifact. Artifact 6 will land us back in Chozo Ruins, with us starting in the Ruined Shrine. To get to the door tucked away in the back of the room, we'll have to make good use of the huge half-pipe spanning the room. Once you gain enough speed with the boost ball, land on the left side of the half-pipe, and use your morph ball to follow this tunnel until it opens back into the room and connects to a spider ball track that leads to our destination. Swap to the wave beam to gain access to yet another tunnel. Once you come out the other end of the tunnel, you'll make your way onto a platform suspended over a pool of water. Walk straight into the water, where you'll then see a submerged cliff directly ahead of you that can be hopped onto with the use of your gravity suit. One more wave beam door, and you can claim yet another artifact for yourself. Now that we're on Artifact 7, we're at Phendrana's edge of Phendrana Drifts, with basically a full arsenal according to our prereqs list. Well, let's get started. First, you'll need to hop up the frozen chasm until you get to a dead end. Next, if you look around a bit, you'll see a grapple point that you're able to latch onto, which will then present a second grapple spot. When trying to hop to the second grapple point, make sure the grapple point highlights blue like I do here. This ensures your cursor is lined up correctly for your next grapple lasso. This is more of a problem on the Wii version, so you GameCube folks should be okay. Next, it's more hopping around icy platforms until you're able to find a door hidden behind one of the walls with your X-ray visor. Once you locate it, drop a power bomb to expose a plasma beam door. Finally, set the door ablaze with your plasma beam before you waltz on in to grab your frozen artifact. Next up is our 8th artifact, which is atop the control tower in the middle of Phendrana Drifts. After you clear out the flying space pirates that are normally found here, go ahead and hop over the door and into the pillar on top of it. From there you can see some boxes in front of an icy window. Use the plasma beam to melt the ice and destroy the boxes blocking your way. With the window unblocked, we can see some fuel cells encased in radion that can be detonated with a well-placed missile. Fire one off to do a little remodeling. Once the tower falls, it'll destroy a chunk of wall on the bridge, opening a small shaft perfect for the morph ball. Hop on out back onto the bridge and drop into this little cove. Once you do, you'll discover the next artifact just waiting for you to come and get it. We're still in Phendrana Drifts for the 9th artifact, but this time inside the Chozo Ice Temple. First, you'll need to scale the cathedral by jumping from ledge to ledge around the frozen obstacles you see around the room. Make sure to avoid the pulse bombus while hopping around, as they'll be dropping charges periodically. Once at the very top, you can see a Chozo fountain that has long been frozen in place. Melt the ice with your plasma beam to allow the statue's arms to move freely, which can be moved with the morph ball. Hop into the statue's hands to activate a small charge, opening a tunnel beneath the statue. Once open, roll on in to snag yet another handy-dandy artifact. Right after you defeat the Omega Pirate, you'll want to turn your metal butt around and head back the way you came to reach the Phazon mining tunnel in, crazily enough, Phazon Mines. The Phazon suit will allow you to use your morph ball to roll through the Phazon with ease, allowing you to break the many rocks blocking the path to this artifact without dying. Drop a bomb, roll some, and repeat until you find your prize. For the 11th artifact, we'll begin making our way out of Phazon Mines and land in a room called Elite Research. Here we're going to drop a power bomb to free the Elite Pirate Alpha encased in Bindesium. Once the tiny blue boy wakes up from his nap, feel free to use anything in your arsenal to put him to sleep for good. I goof around with some power bombs at first, but super missiles are a good go-to as usual. If you want to use super missiles, look for the window of time where he drops his hand to fire one off. While his hand is up and glowing, he absorbs all beams without taking damage. Have fun, but remember to grab your artifact on the way out. For our 12th and final artifact, we return to Chozo Ruins and find ourselves in the Hall of the Elders for the last time. Upon returning, you'll need to take care of your ghosty BFFs that love to hang around. Your X-ray visor and a couple well-placed super missiles will take care of these little guys in no time. Once you finish your Ghostbuster duties, hop on up to the ledge on top, blast the red surface with the plasma beam, and use a morph ball bomb to trigger the mechanism on the wall. Once you do, the Chozo statue on the bottom floor will slide forward, revealing a hidden door. Blast through this door to find artifact number 12, and if you've been following this guide the whole way, then congratulations on finding them all. Once you collect every artifact, you just need to make your way back to Impact Crater for the next chapter in your journey. And that's it for the artifacts. I hope you're able to bag your items a little easier than before. You won't be able to beat the game if you don't grab them all, so make sure you don't forget any. This video was motivated by my community and wonderful patrons seen here, so a big thank you to them for poking me periodically about getting this thing done. I hope you all enjoy. If you'd like to join our little crew, be sure to check out my link tree in the description to see my social media pages and join the Discord where we drop memes and share Nintendo news. Also, be sure to subscribe so you can keep an eye out for more guides in the future to conquer the other pickups as well. And if you haven't already, check out the energy tank video guide to make sure you've got plenty of health for those boss fights. Until next time, stay frosty, everybody.